What I do? Where's my background? Okay, there we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the B-Side Podcast. This is you and yours truly, your boy, Bobby B. Sellers. That don't roll off good. I'm just going to say B. Sales. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say B. Sales right now. But without any further ado, y'all know my man over here. He is our resident guest. Right now, he's going as the Black Reagan, a.k.a. G. Titty, a.k.a. Tony Dorsett, touchdown 33. Y'all know my man, Gary Coates. He's going in as Black Reagan right now. What's up, my man? What's happening?
I'm doing pretty good. Just broadcasting live from an undisclosed location. And, we're going to be talking about politics. And you know a lot about politics, being hip to politics since the Eisenhower era. That was the first president you voted for, right? Eisenhower? All right. You.
No, I'm not that old. Fuck you. I'm not that old, motherfucker. Fuck you, okay?
You were born when the Cold War started.
Hey, since we already on it, we're going to talk about who you like to say.
The Vladimir Putin. Oh man, that's crazy.
What
going on
the
right
hell
now.
is going on, man?
The thing is, Vladimir Putin is showing you the person that everybody always knew he was. He's showing you the authoritarian that everybody always knew he was. He's a product of the former KGB system. He was a part of the security apparatus. He moved up through there. And the worst part of his life is when the Soviet Union dissolved. So he wants all that old territory back. And Ukraine is the crown jewel for him to get the Ukraine back. He's been trying to do it for the last 7 years. And he's trying to enact getting the whole country instead of just getting it piece by piece. And he's doing the prototypical authoritarian, dictatorial, strategy to go get a country. He says there's countries inside of Ukraine that want to be liberated. So he's going in there as a liberator. Then he expands the operation. So he's just showing you everything that everybody knew he was. I mean, we've had administrations that I say have been weak towards Putin for the last 20 years. And we've had a president that actively endorsed Putin to the point higher than any president I've seen in the Cold War endorse a Russian leader. So this is something that everybody knew was coming from a mile away. He announces his intentions and he goes through with it. So, what do you feel about it?
What was that?
This the situation.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, once he start moving troops to the border, it's like, yo, he's for real. I mean, people got to put some common sense to it, right? I mean, you don't go and put that many troops just for some type of display or some type of games or whatever, some BS tactics than what it really is. And I think our intelligence knew what's up as far as, well, I don't know why I'm saying our. I think the American intelligence, okay? We still don't have voting rights, so I can't say we or our. That's real talk. So as far as U.S., I mean, I think the U.S. intelligence agencies knew what was going on. I think, world leaders knew. But like I said, people always talking about what should we do next. We're not going to, here I go with we. The Americans are not going to tell news stations what the next move is. Come on, people. Let's be real with that. But then at the same time, people are talking about, well, why aren't we striking? Why aren't the U.S. backing them? They're not NATO.
Yeah.
Right? Ukraine's not NATO. So, the steps to this, we just can't go in. We just got out of a war. We can't be going over there and then seeking in probably into Russia. We don't want to do that.
And keep in mind,
I don't think anybody's been successful fighting Russia on their land, right?
No. But keep in mind, we still are coordinated with Russia in areas like Iran because they do hold influence in the Middle East, especially with Iran. And that's the thing. This past 20 years is about America ceding its world influence and Russia gaining influence in the world over in Europe. And he's the most important figure in Europe since Napoleon. Yeah. And to some people, the most dangerous figure in Europe since Adolf Hitler. I'm not comparing him to Hitler, but I'm just saying this guy's an authoritarian. And where's he going to stop with trying to take back land? Is he trying to take back the old territories of the USSR? Is this something in Belarus and Poland and other countries that used to be under the USSR should worry about? I mean, is this something that Taiwan should worry about? Because
they've been under attack with China while this is going on.
Yeah, with China being Russia's main partner. I mean, this is a really critical situation in history, and just hope that America can handle it the right way. We as Americans can handle it the right way because we can't.
You said we don't have voting rights.
Hey, when they come over here for us, they won't be picking out. They won't be picking and choosing. It'll be everybody.
Oh, you serious right now? Are you? Oh, see, that's that Republicanism coming in you, guy. I mean, and then, okay. Why is it your party members are looking at Putin as a magnificent genius? This is traitor shit going on, man.
Honestly, anybody that takes the approach that Putin is somebody to look up to, I don't know what party they're a part of. I don't know what country they have an allegiance to, because I don't know. Me and you, growing up under the era of Reagan, just supporting a Russian leader like that, and the way that they're just pining and fawning over Putin is just disgusting.
Yeah,
I've never seen. It's almost to a point of weakness. They almost worship him to a point of weakness. And I think they go along with the Putin praise because, Donald is the standard bearer. President Donald Trump is this, former President Donald Trump is the standard bearer of the party, supposedly.
How?
So they want to walk off a cliff and support Putin, which I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I mean, they should be able to criticize him like they did any other leader, especially the actions that he's taken, the authoritarian actions he's taking. This things we've criticized in the past. Why are we praising it now? I mean, exactly. I don't understand. Nobody is. I just don't get it. It's insanity to me, and it is traitorous.
It is because, pretty much. I mean, I heard call these people American Taliban.
Pretty much.
Republican, all these so-called Americans are praising Putin. Come on, I mean, we just got out of war though, okay? So I mean, I get it where we're with NATO. Obviously, that's a group of us have to make agreements to make things happen. However, it's all about Article 5 with NATO, right? Once when Article 5, I don't know, passed or whatever the case may be, then I think all the countries can come together to help out whatever our NATO neighbors or whatever the case may be you want to say. But once again, Ukraine is not part of NATO, so therefore we have to take different measures, right? I mean, if not, then we're going against the code and the laws that and the treaties that we put in place. Obviously, I mean, half the time we don't recognize those anyway when the government wants to do something. But anyhow, I think that's the whole thing where I think people don't realize that Ukraine is not part of NATO. It's just it's crazy, man. Because right now at this point it's like, what's next? Still dealing with a pandemic.
Yeah.
And we're still dealing with a lot of things out here that we need to correct it.
And with this Russia and Ukraine situation, is just one in a long series of situations between Ukraine and Russia, dating back to the Russian Revolution. And Putin said Ukraine shouldn't have the right to leave the Soviet Union. That's what he was angry about at the start of the war. He said they shouldn't have had the right to leave the Soviet Union. And they felt so oppressed by Stalin in his era that they actually sided with the Nazis during World War II. Mm-hmm. So it's an insane situation, and it has a long poisonous history behind it too.
Yeah, and then obviously they put sanctions out. Like I said, it's a process. But then, you gotta understand there's a lot of Russian money over here. I mean, look at the former president; he's tied to a lot of Russian money, and I don't know what's going on as far as what's going on with his case down there in New York, where the attorneys they withdrew themselves, didn't they?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah,
and they're actually trying to get Russians with the SWIFT financial instrument, I believe. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it affects the way
they just blocked that too. Now I just read on
the article. It affects their way to move money or contracts or something like that. So that'll affect them, but that's over a gradual process. It might not affect them immediately.
Yeah,
and we can only do what we can. We can't engage in a hot war. This is the new Cold War. It would be advantageous to engage in any hot war between America and Russia. I mean, we got to find a way to try to get this back to the negotiation table before it becomes a situation where Russia just decapitates the administration of the Ukrainians and installs a puppet government, which is what Putin wants to do. Yeah, and it can't get to that point.
It's crazy, man. So it's going to be interesting, man. Obviously, got to pay attention to some certain things, what's going on, obviously, because it's going to affect a lot of us. But anyhow, hey, I'm not with, any type of war, unnecessary killings and whatnot. But hopefully this can be resolved in a swiftly manner. I should say swiftly, but a timely manner. Let's hope it's not dragged out. But hey, we'll definitely check back up on this thing. So right now, that's okay. So, but since it is, we're gonna switch it up. Still in the politics, but since it's Black History Month, and I think let me hold up real quick. Hold on, I think I spelled that wrong. Anyway, the Supreme Court nominee. We definitely had. I was thinking like the brand Supreme. So, Supreme Court judge nominee. We got a real black person this time, for real.
Ketanji
Brown Jackson. Good. That's one thing we got to say, glad that finally another woman, and also a black woman being nominee for highest court of the land for a lifetime appointment. And once I said, this is part of what, Biden ran on, I guess can't get everything on the table, but we'll take this too as far as the vice president, a Supreme Court nominee. But this is going to be a fiasco, I think. When she goes in front of the panel, I think the Taliban, American Taliban GOP, I think they're going to be it's going to be one of those. Wait for it. They're going to say everything except for the N-word. So, what are you expecting when she goes in front of, the council or the board or whatever for her nomination?
Unless she has a far left liberal platform, I think she'll probably get through pretty easily. If she has a high fidelity for the law, and if she's a moderate personality, if she's a moderate,
she was a public defender. She's a public defender.
Okay. I don't think she'll have a problem.
I would think she's a little bit more liberal. Definitely, there's no question she's not a conservative. So that's crazy. I don't understand conservatism anyway. Things have to change. I think she's more liberal. I don't know. I got to look into it more. But
I haven't been able to go over record to
more
say
than
that she has anything.
She's more than well qualified.
Yeah, I believe, if she's at this point where she's considered for the Supreme Court, there's been enough analyzation of her record to show that she's competent for the position. So I don't know. I haven't been able to go over the record to see if she has any controversies or anything like that would stick out, that would be something that somebody would jump on. Maybe I have to look into it a little bit further, but I don't think she'll have a problem getting confirmed.
Well, it's gonna be it's gonna be a circus, obviously, because you're gonna hear some of those wait for it, wait for it moments. It's gonna come out. But I mean, another Ivy League alum. I think, is that a prerequisite?
Yeah,
being on the Supreme Court.
Pretty much.
You got to be, because you got to be a graduate of the Ivy League.
Oh yeah. You can't have a community college Supreme Court justice.
Ain't that some bullshit now? Well, let's hope. Oh Lord Jesus, you're right. But I mean, hey, Harvard graduate. Undergrad at Harvard, went to Harvard Law School. Was on the U.S. Circuit Judge Court as far as Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit. Like I said, she was a former defender and vice chair of U.S. Sentencing Commission, and she also clerked for the former Justice Breyer. So I think everything is there. I mean, and then she has the background, no question, because I think I might mess it up, but I think that she has, her being a public defender and some other things as far as bench-wise, she has more experience than like 3 or 4 of them combined. So, and what I liked about her, well, a couple things. I said, at one point I liked when at the press conference, she put it out there about her uncle doing a life sentence, I want to say, on a drug offense. But she put it out there. I like that. She put that out there before, for if any other controversy might stir up, when they go after or whatnot. But I think that's a good pick, man. So I think
it's
that
an
is
excellent pick.
Let's give a round of applause for that, because
that's Black history.
yes, we need that. You know what I'm saying? Another woman up in there, and she's Black. About time, finally. So hopefully this can change some things, for us, because I think what people fail to realize here, whenever anything is passed into law that benefits Black folks, it benefits everyone. Okay, benefits everybody. Okay, listen, it benefits everybody. Just shout out to the people out there listening. Just letting you know. If African Americans get any type of programs, benefits, it's for everybody. Okay, got it. Yeah, man. So shout out to that nominee. It's good. It's good. So we're gonna go back to sports. We go. Matter of fact, the NBA, because the All-Star Weekend just passed. A lot of things. Fall. Michael Jordan is still he is still a murderer. He's still an assassin.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple things I was like, this dude is nuts. He challenged Magic Johnson. Said he's an old man, told Magic, hey, go get your shoes, we can go one-on-one. And then palming it. Oh yeah. Hey, some people's like, oh, that's not too bad. The others, hey, whoa, that's a firm grip there, Mike. That's a firm grip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's firm grip. You know what I mean?
He had a 90s flashback right there.
Hey, I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Mike, there's certain things that people are allowed to get away with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Just because of status, I mean.
Especially when you're a GOAT status.
Yeah, when you're the god of basketball, there's certain things you can get away with. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Mary is going to bring up anything as far as Me Too. Any type of Me Too movement. Shout out to the ladies out there. Just shout out to the ladies out there. I don't know. Voice your opinion. Was the MJ hug too risque, frisque?
Hey, Mookie Blaylock couldn't have did that. He wouldn't have got away with that.
You're so wrong with that. I don't even know where to go on that one. Yeah. Yeah. So, with that, obviously, the dunk contest. I have to agree with Stephen A. They need to bring in real entertaining dunkers, meaning all the NBA stars, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Let's do a campaign. However we want to do it. Let's get some of these street ballers, man, and give them, give them a check. I think a lot of these dunkers out here who haven't, necessarily have the playable skills to get into the NBA, but I think that they could bring in somebody or some people to compete.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? How you think about that idea?
They should, because all the gimmicks get tired after a while. I mean, it was cool back in the day when they had Blake Griffin come in there, dunk over a car or something like that. And I think one of the coolest was Vinsanity. Wasn't he the first to put the arm in the hoop or something like that?
That was dunk? Boy. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah. But it's got kind of dry. Yeah. So you got to throw something in it.
Yes.
Like bring some people that ain't even in the league anymore out for the dunk contest,
Yeah. 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 I think they got to open it up a little bit more. Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw this thing where they showed people that wasn't even in basketball did a dunk contest back in '91. It was Ken Griffey Jr. It was Deion Sanders, and I forgot who else. It was a couple other baseball players, but it was Barry Bonds too. Oh. I mean, just bringing some people that got some basketball skills, but from another sport, maybe a star or something like that. Something to bring some star quality to it, like that people want to watch it, get some cinema quality to it. Because if you got some of the best dunkers in the league or some of the best players in the league, it's basically just coming to watch them practice or something like that. It's really nothing. You know what you're going to see. But if it's something you don't expect, if it's somebody who's out the league that might have had that skill, like imagine if they saying Paul Pierce. I mean, not Paul Pierce. If Ray Allen is gonna shoot a three, just have some old schoolers come back in there. I don't know.
They could
just put some variety in it.
Yeah, I think they could do a they could definitely switch it up, I think. No question about that, man. Because it's I don't know, man. It's like they falling off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, it's like they something used up. It's got too old.
Yeah, because some of the some of the stars, they're not participating. Like has LeBron ever been in the dunk contest? I don't think so.
Shoot, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
You know what I mean? I don't think he's ever competed.
Contract's too big. Endorsements is too much.
Even when he was able to, you know what I mean, younger, whatnot, he never participated in it, man. What's going on? I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see what it do.
Oh yeah. But Mike's definitely the go for that one.
Freezing up on me a little bit. Okay, come on back. Yeah.
Hello? Yeah.
Hold on real quick, man. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure out something here. Yeah. What is going on here? Yeah, what's going on? Why I'm frozen? Not too much going on. Let me get out of this tab. I'm trying to bring up some things, but it's slow. It's freezing me up there, man.
Uh-oh.
It's freezing. Yeah, it's freezing up for whatever reason. But hey, we'll manage to get through it. We'll be all right. What's going on here, man? Come on, get out of that.
I think it is Putin. He heard us talking against him.
Something like that, right?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay, let me get back. Hello. You still here? Okay, good. I was gonna bring up something anyway. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, man. See what the deal is on that, man. See what the deal is on that, man. So there was another thing I wanted to bring up here. I was gonna save that for later. Hey, you know what? Before we get into anything, let me we're gonna just take a real quick break. We'll be right back.
The B-Side podcast is sponsored by Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services. Has this pandemic and our current state of the world taken a toll on you? Are you enjoying life? Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services are here to help. We provide services from individual counseling, family counseling, life coaching and anger management to domestic violence. Our goal is to improve the lives of individuals and families by having a safe place to speak up, speak out, and live. Ask about our 30-minute consultation trial session. Whether you are insured or not, we have an installment payment option. Contact us at marcelconsulting.com at 909-323-7100. Remember to speak up, speak out, and live. marcelconsulting.com.
You guys out there going through any type of mental health issues, please check it out. Get checked out. Go to your local doctor. Like I said, you can go to marcelconsulting.com. There's price range within your limits or whatnot. Case maybe they definitely got a good price structure, and you know we wanted to make sure everybody's getting their mental health checked out because that is part of your health care situation. So anything you got going on, suicidal, mental health, get it checked out. We need you here, man. You know what I'm saying? All y'all who going through things, man, we all going through it. You know, it's just rough, get through it, but don't avoid getting help. You know what I mean? We need everybody at their full strength. So with that in mind, go to marcelconsulting.com and, you know, check what they got out for you. Okay, back to, there was this one, I can't bring up that story because I wanted to show it. But any case, so some things that was going on here that, you know, maybe we I swear, man, I want to bring up my man Terrence, but I don't want to.
No.
You know, hey.
No.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just yeah. Anyway.
No.
Oh man. Oh. I want to, but hey, we're not going there, man. Yo, man, anything you seen anything you seen crazy going on lately, man?
Let's see. What have I seen crazy going on lately? I don't know. I've been just watching this Ukraine and Putin thing and stuff like that, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, okay. I know what it was. That's what it was. Okay. So, I guess how can we say this? Can we give a shout out to the Department of Justice as far as you know, with the George Floyd, the 3 police watchers, they got sentenced or whatnot, and then also Ahmaud Arbery in the civil dispute, the hate crimes, whatnot. Those 3 got indicted again on hate crimes, and then also what's her name? Is it Kim Potter?
She got 2 years.
2 years. She was crying, and the judge was crying. That was crazy.
And she was supposed to get 6 years. That's what the state suggested that she get. You know, that's the.
And the judge gave her 16. People, you know, the judge is up for re-election. That same judge is up for re-election. So it ties into the fact that people don't vote. Talking about their vote doesn't matter. It does matter, people. Those DOJs. Just think if there wasn't a Democrat in office, I don't think those cases, I don't think they would have got charged. What do you think?
I think if we weren't in this era of concentration on police brutality and police misconduct and what's been going on for the past 2 years right in front of our eyes, we probably wouldn't have received this type of justice. And I believe that to be true. I mean, putting a microscope on injustice is the way of weeding it out. And, she got 2 years. It was, hopefully she should have got 6 years, Kim Potter. But the fact that she got some time is a win in itself. I mean, I think she should get a whole lot more time, but I'm not the judge. And it's just, you can't help but to, you have to provide justice to the people when it's in front of their face. It's not like the old times where something can be seen on video, injustice can be seen on video, and the officers get off or whatever, and people just accept it. We're not at that point where we're accepting that anymore, because people know that they have power with their vote, with their voice, with their organization, and with just doing what Black Lives Matter does, and they put the spotlight on police brutality. And that's very relevant, and that's something that we need, because, when voices are silenced and when people's testimonies are silenced, injustice keeps on living. I mean, that's how you live in an authoritarian society, when the person that's getting violated has no voice to voice the frustration and the injustice. And sorry for using injustice about 23 times in the past 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, with anything, as far as any deal you're in, you get involved with, you're not going to get everything. But, I'm glad some charges was filed, because hopefully, that can deter some of these officers who use all this crazy force for whatever reason, on taxpayers' money. I need to check that out, man, just as far as to see how much taxpayer money that is used to bail out these officers on their conduct, meaning that, on the civil courts or the cases that get how can I say it, where
the media attention.
Deals are met when the deals are met. Wonder how much money these money goes out to these victims. You know what I mean? That is taxpayer money. You know what I mean? And I don't get it. It's like, okay, if we was working at a bank or a cashier somewhere in any type of restaurant, whatever, and it comes up short multiple times, whatever, you're gonna get fired. You know what I mean? But these guys are killing human beings and still on the force.
Yeah. Giving out $7 a year, $1.5 million there.
Yeah.
But
and
still
then,
don't have to take any accountability for taking somebody's life.
Yeah, and all these cats, man,
but,
I don't give a damn as far as, hey, we know that we shouldn't be dying over a traffic stop when we see the others, as far as your Americans, get put over same situation. They get special treatment. You know what I mean? We understand rulership privileges. We see it. But when we talking about defunding the police, it's just like a dog whistle for the others. It's like, no, we need protected too, because we pay tax. We shouldn't get murdered for a traffic stop. Come on. If you can't see that, then you're part of the problem, as far as I'm concerned. And we're gonna keep on pushing that. I don't give a not. That mean, hey, silence creates violence. You know what I mean? What good are you doing if just like now, man. The Voting Rights didn't pass. The George Floyd Police Act didn't pass. Nothing's in the streets. So I guess the only time we go in the streets is when we go in the streets, right? You don't see nothing, and then you start to wonder, like, okay, why ain't they in the streets? Like Rittenhouse, them wasn't black cats. They weren't in the streets for that, huh?
No. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we do know. We know.
I don't know.
Yeah. We know, but oh man, it's frustrating, man. But anyhow, we'll get over that. We'll get over that.
Well,
yeah.
You were saying something. What did I see crazy? I remember I was reading about the president of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky. Mm-hmm. And do you know what his occupation was before he was the president of Ukraine?
He's a comedian.
Comedic actor who was in a movie about a comedian who ran for the presidency of the Ukraine, because he saw corruption,
Yep.
and then he was able to get in that position. And now he is a hero to me because he's standing up for his country. He's our age. This guy is 45 years old. Well, he's my age. You're a couple of decades older. But
Ain't doubt about
this is a
it.
guy standing up for his country, and we should stand behind him. Whether maybe not military support, with the hot war or anything like that,
Sure,
but we
give some
should
weapons.
support. Yeah, we should
Yeah,
give
I'm
weapons or coordinate with them
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they have. You know.
because an authoritarian regime going over and taking over a sovereign country is something that any free country should worry about. Because, like, what was it that Haile Selassie said to the UN when he went there when what's his name was about to attack him from Italy? Mussolini. When Mussolini was about to storm Ethiopia, he went to the UN and told them, "Us today, you tomorrow." And that's what Europe needs to be thinking. Ukraine today, y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
And this is something we really need to get a hold of before it spirals out of control. Because if it becomes a two-pronged threat from Russia and China with coordination, that's something that is going to be very difficult to deal with on a world scale. So hopefully us as the world powers can coordinate and calm this down.
Yeah, because they already making moves about that. Because as far as the we're soccer fans, football fans. The
Got rid of
championship, as far as
Abramovich.
the UEFA championship was going to be in St. Petersburg. They moved it because of the situation. They moved it to Paris now. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see some type of moving going on as far as economically, and hopefully not too many casualties on the military end. What's up?
You heard Abramovich is putting his ownership of Chelsea into trustees.
Yeah,
He's giving it over to trustees.
yeah, because his money might get held up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's part of those oligarchs that we keep talking about. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, we'll switch it up again. Texas. So, now they're trying to pull off this giving up tenure or whatnot for professors who teach CRT in colleges and universities.
Anything to edit the truth, to edit education, is the same thing as the Nazis to me. Because if you get to edit history, you get to change history, you get to warp history. So you can't teach anything that hurts anybody's feelings, even though when we learn about history, it hurts our feelings.
So the only feelings that matter are your Americans? Is that
Yeah.
it? Only
Oh my
feelings
God.
so fuck everybody else and what they going through and what they feeling.
But why is it about feelings as history? Why can't history be taught? I mean, this isn't teaching a little white kid that they're an evil person. It's just letting you know history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to the
Because you have
Bible
even
Belt
people like Bill
states?
Maher.
What happened to the Bible Belt states, aka the red states, talking about God? Okay? What happened to ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free? Right?
Yeah. Well, it's just like, what Bill Maher said. He said critical race theory is teaching white children that they're mean or the evil, which I don't think it is. I think if you show institutional racism and show it to be something more than just something that ended in 1865, to let people know that continued in legally through employment, through access to credit and everything like that, you give them the full scale. And but you just try to edit history and try to pretend like people were slaves for a couple of 100 years and then they got the freedom, and then we were just on our march to rights ever since then, with no bumps in the road or no true obstacles, anything like that. So it's a way to minimize when you're saying you can't teach critical race theory, or you can't teach history, or you change history to say that people were immigrants and helpers when they were really slaves brought over as they were prisoners of war. brought over as slaves.
Exactly. And then enslavement. Can we say that the plantations were death camps? Can we?
Yeah. And can we say that slavery didn't end in 1865 because the convict leasing that happened after slavery, you had just as many people in convict leasing as you did in slavery. You had 5 million people in slavery when slavery ended in 1865. You had maybe 3 to 4 million people that were sent back to the plantation as prisoners to be leased back to the plantation.
Because the whole thing is, right? As far as Black history, it didn't in the United States. It didn't start at slavery. I mean, once when you start there, you're in trouble. So I don't. It's and then once again with that, where are the people? Where's the backlash on that? It's like, wait a minute, it's just all part of history. You know what I mean? Like John Henry Clark said, sometimes there's no heroes, right? So it's like, I don't understand how. First of all, it's not even taught in elementary, middle school, or high school. It's a higher form of education in college. You know what I mean? It's a theory. So I don't.
Yeah.
It blows me away where people are not. It's like, yo, what the hell's going on? But like I said, once when they set up these hotlines, CRT hotlines, the brothers and sisters need to call in and be like, hey, yeah, I'm hearing my daughter and son in history class. They ain't say nothing about Harriet Tubman. I ain't say nothing about Marcus Garvey. I ain't say nothing about W.B. Du Bois. Nothing.
And I don't understand it because when I was growing up, we were taught about everything about that. We were taught that slavery was horrible. So I don't understand why people think it's better to go in reverse and edit history.
Yeah,
you can't teach a kid anything if you're editing history. You're actually taking away from them when you edit history. When you lie to them where they come from and they find out where they come from, they kind of resent you. So it's better to tell the truth. I mean, the truth doesn't hurt anybody's feelings. The truth is, the history is just history, and the truth is just the truth. You can either do something about it or you can be motivated by it. So we can't settle for people that would edit our history books, because the people that edit the history books change the history books. And, they change history to make, how it becomes his story, HIS in capital letters. That's the main way it becomes his story.
Yeah, it's just funny, man. It's just funny to me. Like, all of a sudden, they're worried about the kids. They ain't worried about the kids getting shot up. They ain't worried about the kids being poor. But you better not give them quality education. So everybody's supposed to be dumb, huh? Dumb, blind, and deaf, dumb, and blind, huh? That's how we all supposed to be.
Yeah, don't hurt the feelings in the classroom.
Oh, feelings. Your feelings are not your reality, man. Feelings are not your reality. I'm just sitting here like, so like I said, so everybody else's feelings can be been a certain way, but
steamroll.
Not the Euro Americans, huh? Not the Euro Americans, man. Unbelievable. But once again, this is the B-Side Podcast with you and yours truly, B Sales, on the ones and twos with my man Black Reagan, aka Gary Diddy Combs. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It was just like some of that shit, like the especially like Texas and Florida, they're losing their mind. Like the woke, stop the woke bill. Like, what? It's like, where's the backlash on this, man? Where's the backlash just from the Euros? Like, CRT, stop it. Stop. Yo, facts. Where's the backlash on that, man?
When you have things like stop the woke bill, that's just a ploy just to get conservatives to blow a dog whistle out there to their supporters and round up voters that they know that'll react to something like that react to words like woke, because when they think woke, they think riots and destruction and graffiti and stuff like that. When woke can just mean you want to treat a person in society the way they should be treated, and you want laws to be equal. So it's a dog whistle and a marketing ploy for trying to go out and get votes, because what is it? November is the midterm elections.
Yeah. some votes are
you
going
got a
on them, I
lot.
think.
You got a lot of retiring Democrats, and I think the Democrats are going to get destroyed in this midterm election.
Well, I mean, if we get out there and vote, you know what I mean? I think but damn, it seems like Democrats, if they get some of these bills passed, you know what I mean? Maybe that'll help. But when a lot of this stuff is getting stalled out, we all know that's the tactic, right? You know what I mean? That's the tactic for us not to turn out all this BS they put in front as far as these different voting measures and voting links and times and all this BS. That's all suppression so people don't get the enthusiasm to vote. But we got to look beyond that. I think it was even though that they had the biggest turnout ever in history on this past election, still they said that still like 80 I think it was like over 80% of blacks still didn't vote.
In the midterm elections?
Yep. No. This past elections.
Oh.
Yeah. Still 80% of blacks still didn't vote.
And that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But maybe they felt like they didn't have a dog in the fight with Biden and with Donald Trump, because older voters or people that know Biden's legacy might have been turned off by some of the platforms that he stood behind or some of the things that he said. And then when they look at Donald Trump and the way he speaks, what's on his mind, which isn't always the best thing, they get turned off by that. Yeah. So maybe some people just didn't feel like they had a dog in the fight or somebody that was actually going to do something for them. Because, we have Kamala Harris, but one person's accomplishment isn't the whole people's accomplishment. So we got to get past that symbolism.
No doubt, but we just got to do a period, man. It's just like, I don't get it, man. Now I could see maybe half of us, but over 80%, it's like, come on, man, what the hell are we doing? So we got to put out there like, yo, are we satisfied with this? There's no way. There's no way. All these people did their hard work go in vain. Yo, it matters, man. I don't want to hear that nonsense. It don't, because look, if it didn't, how we get all these stimulus checks? That was through voting a Democrat in office. Look at the DOJ. Like we brought up those 2 cases or 3 cases. I don't think if we had Biden in office, we know the Sessions and them wouldn't have done that shit. Barr wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it matters, man. I think people get hung up on what they call the Super Bowl event voting, which is for the presidency, but there's local and state laws too.
That's and those the most
focus on. Especially
those are the things that affect your life.
We definitely got to focus on the local and the state, because what I say that is, anytime they've done it so much as far as all the jurisdiction, all the laws, whenever anything racial comes up, the feds had deflected it to the states. I mean, we should realize that. So therefore, the state and local elections are vital, man. Vital. We see some of this. Look, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's man, I can go on and on about how it does matter, man. I don't understand how we that deaf, dumb, and blind to think it doesn't matter. It does. Because if it didn't matter, why are they going through all these extremes to restrict people from voting? It does.
Yeah.
Right then and there. Come on, use your common sense. You know what I mean?
Billions is, if they're putting billions into something, it definitely matters. I mean, hundreds of millions and billions of dollars are spent into pushing platforms and voting for things and having lobbyist groups to go over to these politicians and motivate them to come up with a certain type of legislation. So, political power is very important, and using your vote and your voice is one of the most important things you can do as a civic duty. Yeah. So it is crazy if 80% of the Black American population didn't vote this last time. So you can't be in a position where you complain about a political situation, but you didn't do anything to change it. And that's exactly the thing.
And what's the first thing brothers and sisters do?
Power to change it.
Always complaining. And I got to put this out there, people. All the brothers and sisters out there, join the narrative. Go to thenarrative.com, join the narrative in Nubia, and listen to these professors that are on that platform. They will definitely open your mind up to like, yo, we got to go out here and vote. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things that we got to do. This is, ooh-wee. You know what I mean? Each one teach one, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. So I highly recommend go to the narrative and go to Nubia. Go to Narrative. Sign up for Narrative, man. $15 a month. Get crazy content. Crazy content. Telling you. Changed my life and mine. No question about it, man. Once again, go to the Narrative. Go to the Nubia. And then please support. I don't care if you do not like the man or not. He's giving us what we need. And that is Roland Martin, Black Star Network. Go sign up. Get the app. Listen to my man Daily Digital Show. Highly informative. Have great panel talks. Get on Roland Martin. Roland Martin Show. YouTube. Download the app. The Black Star app. And check it out, man. Please. We got to raise our level of consciousness. And those two platforms are good and healthy and will give you the information that you need that you ain't going to see on these other platforms. CNN, ABC, CBS, MSNBC, and Fox. I don't even like shouting out them. But anyway, Fox, you don't want to listen to them. You definitely don't want to listen to them. Hey, man, so, okay. We ain't brought this up. I think this is back on the 23rd. We surpassed the 1 million mark of COVID deaths. The Omicron died down. A lot of mass restrictions getting lifted. It's endemic now. I guess we're going to live with it. All about the money. The increase in gas prices, all about the money. The inflation, all about the money. It's these businesses, man. Are people gonna realize that the businesses are the ones in charge on this, and we need to do something about these cats?
They have to realize that, because in the time of distress, business is always gonna price gouge, shoot up the prices because they know people need it. Yes. And you go to these stores, you go to you even if you want to go get some clothes. There's no options if you go to any, the shopping mall or something like that, or department store or anything like that. The options are limited and the prices are inflated. So it's exploitation. It's economic exploitation at its finest. So, it's insane. And, with cars, what are they having? A chip crisis?
Yeah.
Microchip crisis that and in some houses that are being built, new houses, they're missing garage doors missing off of some new houses. So this is, I think some of these things are going to lose the Democrats, their position, because what's going on with the supply chain crisis? Why isn't the supply chain crisis get worked out?
Well, they said they got enough, with all that backup, there's not enough workforce. But see, once again, pay these cats. That'll work out all that. Pay them.
Get the technology out there to keep them safe too.
Man, pay them, man. You still gonna make your profit. That's what I understand. They're still making profits, but it's like, the last quarter we didn't meet our goal. Well, shit, you making still a ton of money. Hell, still making a ton of money. Still, I don't know. Yeah. It's all these businesses, man. They keep blaming the wrong people, man. We got to wake up, follow the money, and that's where it's going to lead to. That's where it's going to eventually. That's what's going to show its head.
Yeah, and we definitely got to. Yeah, and this Ukraine-Russia thing definitely has to get under control, because in this globalist economy that we live in, our economies are so interconnected that this conflict is driving up our food prices and our gas prices. So, give peace a chance.
No question, man. It's crazy, man. What we got to do, man. It's the businesses, man. They get all the blame, man. It's crazy how if you perceive to be in that status mode, you get away with bullshit, man. Those guys are the nemesis. Those guys are the evil ones. Because it's like, what the hell? We know we're in a crisis, but you're going to raise prices.
You know we're in the crisis, but you're gonna raise prices.
Yeah, exactly. Bars, just bars. You know that how it is, man. It's crazy, man. What can we do? What can we do? You know what I'm saying? What can we do? You know, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure it out. But you know what? But there's one thing that you can definitely do. Is support the B-Side Podcast. And you can always oh damn, hold on. Oops. I got my meat. Hold on. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. What have my Nope. So we're gonna get it together, people. We're gonna get it together. But always, if you let me bring that up. You can always support the B-Side Podcast. Go to the Cash App, $ Robert Sellers. You can go to Venmo, Rob's hyphen Sellers hyphen 4, and PayPal is always the BB Sales. Always there. Come on and support the B-Side Podcast. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. I put my features up there, so you can go ahead and do that always. Shout out to my boy Andre Quackwell on the ones and twos on the beats right there. But yes, we got to show some love. Show some love. Oh, you want me to put it back up there, ladies? I'm gonna put it back up there. You know what I mean? Go ahead and support the B-Side Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Cash App, $ Robert Sellers, Venmo, Rob-Sellers 4, and PayPal is the BB Sales. We love to take any donations to support this podcast. Come on now.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
Show
me the money.
Please. But you know what? Hey, it's all good, man. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, man. Hey, man. Thanks for coming in on short notice, my man G Diddy. Go ahead, man, and tell them where they can find you at, man.
Okay. If you go on Twitter, you can find me at Combs at Morris Midnight, MOORIS Midnight. And yeah, that's Twitter. And Gary Combs, aka coolest motherfucker that ever existed, on Facebook. Midnight More on Instagram. And that's it.
I know what you mean. Hey, everybody. Hey, on IG, you can go to the B-Side Podcast Q. Once again, on IG, the B-Side Podcast Q. Check us out on Alec. You can go to Alec. Come on, man. What's going on here? Come on. Yeah, there we go. You can go to Alec Roberts on IG. Also, you can find me on AR Sales 2. You can definitely go to IG on AR Sales 2. Obviously, like you hear that. Merchandise. You can definitely go to, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. What's going on? What is the dilemma? Bring it up. Where is it?
Hello?